Happy 2025 New Year to you. I'm still working on last spring equinox manifestations. New Year resolutions never work, they're not worth doing, it's the wrong time of year to do it. So we're always set up for failure by being encouraged to do that. So I never do any of that in January. I always do it in the spring equinox. So I started that last March really, and then the April eclipse in last year really transformed me. So exciting year. Last year and this year was all about transformation, metamorphosis, and it's a really exciting, beautiful time to be alive. Challenging, not easy. I've had a huge amount of health issues to overcome, but it's just me leaving this body in the past and moving into a fresh body. It's been amazing. So I'm just enjoying this beautiful walk with my dogs. It's a beautiful crisp day. I'm behind with posting, so I'll catch up with that today. It's just been really busy. We got back from Ireland on the 30th, and then, you know, we had to do everybody's little special New Year's Eve celebrations, so the cats and dogs had their little food. Yeah, I'll put some little pictures and videos up of their food in a minute, but just watching them and their wiggly bums and waggy tails, and just the pure joy of dogs, right? Oh, I love it, I love it. The pure joy. My heart soars every time I see a wiggly bum and a big doggy smile. It never gets old. You can never have too many dogs. And I just walk around the field watching all their little happy faces and wiggly bums. And nothing in this world can upset me. Even my bad hair today. Straight out of bed, sorry. But yesterday, I spent the entire day just cleaning the house, getting the tree down, getting everything ready. I've only got 4 days left before I go back to work, and I'm just trying to be quite regimented with getting everything done and out of the way. It's going to be a busy month, which I'm not happy with. I like January to be quite quiet, and I'm not going to have the privilege of that. So I'm trying to just be organised. If I can't do quiet, I will do organisation. That's my default. And yeah, I just wish you all so much happiness for this year. It's a really lovely year. It's going to be fantastic. There will be challenges. Last year was full of challenges, but if you do your inner work and you work with it, it's just beautiful and amazing, you know. So 2024 for me, I'm 50 and I started running despite being told I could never be cured and I'd never run again. No metal plate on my spine, and I'm running, which I couldn't do in my mid to late 20s. I've spent years in extreme pain. As a result of that extreme pain, I've made choices I'm not happy with. Sometimes that's taking medication that gave me other side effects. Sometimes that's drinking too much to manage the pain. I'm not proud of that. And it's just this non-stop years of illness that started when I was 19 years of age. And I'm 50 now, and it's almost all gone. And I can't wait. I'm really excited. I think this year will finish it all off. To be honest, I think it already has. I'm a little bit surprised, although I don't know why I keep being surprised, but I'm just so genuinely surprised when these wonderful things work. But I'm quite surprised that I ate really badly on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, because I had the leftovers, like loads of starchy carbs, crisps, potatoes au gratin, really naughty stuff. Even had some cake, and I don't even do cake, but I just felt like I had to have cake because it was there. And then the brainwashing, you know, special occasion, must have cake. I hate cake, so I don't know why I keep doing that, but I only had a little bit, and then I was like, oh, I don't like this, and then just gave it to the dog, which was also really bad, but that wasn't intentional. It was just because it was a creamy type cake and they just stole it out of the plate. And then I had some cheese and biscuits, and that was really delicious. But again, crackers, not great. Yet despite eating really badly New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and spending all day yesterday cleaning, so the exhaustion and stress normally makes my glucose go a bit higher and that, I just stayed in the green. I just stayed in a normal human range, and it was like I'm not diabetic anymore. It's bizarre, wonderful, but bizarre. And I'm like, I really should be diabetic. I should be spiking when I eat these Starbucks arches, but I'm just not. And the power of what I do is just impresses me all the time, you know. Even when my Labrador got diagnosed with a heart murmur and several different cancer tumours, and the vet gave her 4 months to live, 6 at best. 8 months later I had her scanned, no heart murmur, and no, there was just one tiny little tumour left that I knew I'd have got rid of within a couple more weeks. And I was just like, it's really weird that I even got her scanned by a second vet just to make sure. So I got her scanned for 2 vets to verify, because I was like, okay, I didn't expect the heart murmur to go, because heart murmurs don't go, but I did expect it to be static and to stay static, but to just vanish is weird. Dog heart murmurs don't tend to go. Labradors are terrible for getting heart issues later in life, you know. 1 in 2 dogs get cancer, and quite a lot of dogs get heart murmurs. So I just watch with fascination what my Labradors taught me, what my life is like, what my animals teach me, my cat Zen masters. And I'm like, how can I have just removed diabetes? How can I just remove cancer? How can I just remove a heart murmur? And there's no words for it. It's just beautiful. You know, magic does exist. We all have the abilities to heal ourselves. You know, if you make yourself sick, you can make yourself better. But of course, it's hard for some of us to accept that we've pulled this in one way or another on ourselves, and we've chosen this, because most of us are like, I didn't choose to get cancer, I didn't choose to get diabetes, I didn't choose. Well, you know, and it's been an interesting journey, because I've had some really horrible people being very judgmental about diabetes. Doctors spread misinformation that it is a lifestyle decision, and it is absolutely not. I have been eating organic and healthy for many years. I even cut out meat for my spiritual practice to be more pure and healthy. Every woman in my family had PCOS, endometriosis, and then diabetes later in life. So I was conscious of that and working really hard, knowing I had a very strong tendency to become diabetic. PCOS is a cousin of diabetes. They don't warn you that what perimenopause will do when you've got PCOS. There are so many things you could do prior to perimenopause to avoid that. Nobody told me this. So I got perimenopause, then I got anemic, which I've had on and off since I was 19 years of age. And they misdiagnosed me for 8 months, told me I was pre-diabetic, and focused on the anemia. But in those 8 months of being pre-diabetic, I was actually quite badly diabetic. And then I almost pretty much became type 1 diabetic, where I was creating ketones and my kidneys were shutting down. Just because for 8 months they said I was pre-diabetic. Because they didn't understand it properly. I didn't get the right diagnosis in time. And when I questioned that, I said, so you misdiagnosed me. You said I was pre-diabetic for 8 months when I was actually diabetic. And then I got a lot worse in those 8 months because I wasn't, given any information on it. And then it was my fault for not going in for more tests. And it's like, it's always your fault, isn't it? So if you've got diabetes, it's your fault because you're sitting there stuffing your face with cake all the time. It's not true. It's a hormonal imbalance. There was nothing I could have done to avoid it. It hit me because perimenopause hit me. And I have lost some friends, not many, but some that I'm not gutted about, who've just been really judgmental. They just think I've brought it on myself and I eat unhealthily. It's like, hey, I do have an issue with potatoes. But there are many people who eat way more unhealthily than I do and don't have diabetes. So I exercise a lot, I eat healthy, I do a lot of exercise. It just doesn't make sense. But anyway, perimenopause hit me like a flipping bat in the face a couple of years ago. 2023 just made me really, really sick. It started at the end of 22, and then 23 and 24 have been massive years for transforming and coming through and healing. And so I'm 50 now, running again, not diabetic. Feel fantastic. I don't think I've felt this happy or healthy since I was 19. Be brave. You don't have to sit back and accept a disease and say, this is me, this is what I am, this is it from now on. Doesn't work like that. My goodness, I've changed it all. I'm wishing you as much happiness and joy as you can fit into 2025. Don't give up trying to find something that works for you.